Hey everybody, Father's Day is right around the corner, so today we're going to dive into an American classic, the T-bone steak on the indoor smoker. All right, so we've got a couple of T-bone steaks just from the local grocery store, and so we're going to season these bad boys up. It's going to be really simple. Just going to take a little avocado oil just to kind of coat them, give myself a bit of a binder, and then I'm just going to salt them. I'm only going to salt them before they go into the smoker. And we're going to impart some additional flavor after that on the cast iron skillet. Just trying to give the steak plenty of surface area, sticky surface area for the salt to stick to. And now I'm just going to salt them. You can go pretty liberal on this. This is, of course, Diamond Crystal kosher salt, my absolute favorite. Not as salty as table salt. So if you use table salt, use less than I'm using here for sure. It's going to be a lot saltier. Step one done. That was easy. Dads like easy. I'm a dad, I like easy. All right, so I'm gonna rack them up. I should be able to get 2 right on this single rack, no problem. If you wanted to do 4, you could do 2 racks. If you wanna do 6, try it. These were made to be together. Look at that. Calling a little audible here. Again, I wanna maximize my smoke time within that short cook that we're gonna do to get to 120 internal. So I'm gonna put these back in the fridge, actually. I want them to go into the smoker good and cold, so that we maximize smoke time. That's actually great because the salt will brine the steaks and should kind of really pull some flavor into them. So that's done. Let's go to the smoker and get it started. All right, you guys know the drill. I've added my water to the waste bin. I've topped off my pellets. We got really a blend. I think it's like a 4-wood blend going on here. Hickory is involved, so you know it'll have should have a good solid smoke flavor. My strategy on this is I'm gonna do a customized cycle. I'm gonna do a cavity temperature of 170. I wanna go really low so I can maximize smoke time. And I'm gonna use a probe, and my target is gonna be 120. So I'm gonna smoke these to 120 internal. I'll pull them out. They'll probably increase a little bit more than that, and then we're gonna transition to the cast iron skillet to finish. All right, so we're preheated, and something I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna go ahead and start it so I get the smoke rolling before I put the steaks in, because again, I want them to spend as much time as possible in there getting smoke flavor. So my probe is not in, that's okay. So it's telling me to add the probe because the probe's not plugged in yet, but that's okay. We're gonna put the probe in a little while. I don't wanna have the probe just dangling in there and end the cycle early, so we will plug it in shortly. I'm actually gonna go ahead and throw a little cracked pepper on them as well. The salt is doing its job. You can see the moisture on the surface. That looks great to me. So that's gonna help with smoke adhesion and flavor. So what I'm gonna try to do here is insert the probe kind of right into the middle from the end, just like that. That'll work. So I'm trying to, again, have that probe be right in the middle of the meat. These are a little thinner steaks, so you know, if you can't get thicker, that'd be great, but it'll still work great. So we've probed in the middle of the meat here, and I'm shooting for 120. So let's get these in the smoker. So we've got some smoke starting to roll in the smoker here, so we're gonna go ahead and get these steaks in and get them cooking. Look at that. Okay, so we are 50 minutes into this cook. I'm just gonna do a couple of spot checks on the temp, maybe rotate, I don't know. So those are looking pretty good. 100 degrees, coming up slow, exactly like we want. So I am gonna rotate, it's a little warmer in the back. Let's rotate for the last probably 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna get them in there into the skillet. Okay, so we've got some fresh rosemary here. We're gonna use this for the basting. I'm just gonna prep, I don't know, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic here, and I'm gonna do it really simple. So we're just gonna smash them, and we'll use butter too. We got some good Irish butter. Just kind of open them up, let all that flavor come out. So I'm gonna make a little adjustment. I'm gonna pull these out a little early because they are on the thinner side, and we're gonna sear them in the cast iron skillet at high temp. And I don't wanna overcook them. So we're currently at about 111 on the internal temp, so I'm gonna call that good. Let's get these in there. Start the process for the sear. So that was right about 1 hour in the smoker at low temp, smoke level 5. So we should have some good flavor on there. They don't look appetizing necessarily yet, like super appetizing. That's about to change. All right, so here's the plan. we are going to use some high smoke point oil. I'm using avocado oil, and we're gonna get this skillet on medium-high heat. We really wanna take it to like where it's like shimmering and just, we know we're gonna get a really good sear. We're gonna sear it for about, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 minutes per side. And then we're gonna drop the temp and we're gonna start to baste. That's when we're gonna add our butter, garlic, rosemary, and really kind of amp up the flavor. I'm just gonna go straight in. It's not hot enough. So we really wanna just leave it alone here. Let it do its thing. Yeah, it's like not even, it's not terrible. All right, so we're gonna let this one rest for a minute. All right, here we go, round 2. It's all good. First flip. That looks awesome. At this point, we're gonna start the basting. I'm gonna get this guy back in. I'm going low temp, and I'm gonna add my butter. I'm gonna do these one at a time. Thought I could fit them both. It's not gonna happen. Pats of butter in there, 3. And that skillet is good and hot, so we're gonna. So what you wanna do here, get this butter and all these great smelling seasonings. And we're going for about 2 minutes here. Just want 2 minutes. Do a little more butter. Get some of our fixins off to the side here. Let's get our second steak in there. That's a thing of beauty. So we're just trying to take it right over the finish line for a medium rare steak, which is, in my opinion, the only way to eat a steak. We got them off the cast iron and we're letting them rest here for about 5 minutes, which is now. So I think at this point we can cut in to see how we did. Well, let's just get in there. T-bone out of there. I just need to dive in here. Y'all know how this works. Let's see how we do. Good golly, Miss Molly, that is delicious. I don't know. Y'all know this. That is delicious. It's got that smoke, butter, rosemary, garlic, all of it. Good crispy kind of crust on it. That all sounds pretty dumb, but it's really good. Tell you what, this is Father's Day early for me. Thank you all for letting me do this. It is delicious. You gotta give this a shot. It's really, couldn't be easier. Okay, so this was a quick and easy classic today. We did this whole thing in about an hour, a little over an hour and a half. Let us know what you want to see next. Drip tray liners, you can get those, link below. And until next time, we'll see you. Happy Father's Day to me, hopefully to you too.